It's a warm welcome to you viewers. We meet once again on yet another episode of Crime Watch, a program brought to you by your police service, the Zimbabwe Republic Police. On this platform, we seek to inform you of our roles and operations as we continue to engage you on our fight against crime. My name is Tendekai Dandaratsi. It's good to have you along. Crime is one of the major barriers to economic prosperity, since investors will not be willing to commit their money into a country infested by crime. Therefore, as the Zimbabwe Republic Police, our core business is to fight against crime. As such, we have a mandate to investigate, detect, and prevent crime at all times. As we start our program today, we look at major arrests by the police, which our crew captured around the country. In Harare, ZRP Waterforce arrested a habitual criminal who has been involved in a number of unlawful entry and theft cases in Waterfalls.
Ndakapepuka ndanzwa kubhodho ranga radonha, then pandakamuka ndakasanganidzana nemunhu ari mumba mangu. Saka time yandakati mbavha akabva atiza ndokubva abuda, saka handinambobvira ndatarisa kuti chichashayika. Ndakamboda kutanga tambomumhanyisa ndichidedzera kune vamwe, then taona tatendereka panze pese pane chibage, taona kuti hapana chataona. Ndipo ndakadzoka mumba ndobva ndaona windo iri rakavhurwa, then ndipo ndakapinda mumba ndaona anga atora laptop nematablet anga rino nefoni yangu newallet. Saka pandakaona kuti atora foni yangu ndakabva ndapuwa foni nemumwe anogara neighbor anogara museru, ndokubva ndafonera adzimai vangu ndabakidza vai pakandifaini mindful obvaisa password yangu. Akabva aisa ndibva ati foni yako ndikutoiona yakudhuze nekulord Malvin. Ndipo ndakamuti alright, saka ndikuya chitora foni yako. Bva taenda kuWaterforce Police.
The charge office details received a report of unlawful entry and theft, which had happened at number 1038 Houghton Road, Uplands. Two details booked out in the company of the complainant trying to attend the scene. One of the stolen cell phone, iPhone X, was having a GPS tracking system which enabled them to track the accused person. They tracked from Waterfalls into New Chitungisa Road towards DDF. Upon realizing that the accused person might have crossed the Mkuisi River to the other side of our policing area, which is St. Mary's, the details phoned me and Constable Denere. Then we teamed up and followed the GPS tracking system to where the accused person was.
Tasvika pamba takamira mapurisa ose mumwe nomumwe pahwindo rake, vamwe pamadhoo, tichiitira kuti musungwa asapunyuka kubva mumba umu. Musungwa akanzwa kufamba kwedu panze achibva avhura dhoo achida kuti atize, asi ndakabva ndaita mahwekwe naye, ndobva ndamubata zvine simba akandiruma paruoko rwangu rworudyi apa. Mamwe mapurisa vakauya akandibatsira tikakwanisa kuisa mahandcuffs kumusungwa uyu mushure mekurwisana kukuru. Takawana simbi yaanoshandisa pakuminyura madhoo nemapinjisi aanoshandisa nezvaanoshandisa pakuvhura mahwindo anenge asina kunyatsovhara zvakanaka, uye nebute iri raanosvika achikanda mumba kuti vanhu vakotsire. Takawanazve zvimwe zvinhu zvaakanga aba musi uyu. Takatanga kuwana foni iyi, iPhone X, yatakanga tichishandisa pakutreka musungwa. Tikawana neLenovo laptop iyi. Tikarikavha neSamsung cellphone tablet nemamwe mafoni Samsung iyi, neMesa tab futi nepower bank iyi. Takasecha musungwa muhomwe dzake tikawana aine chikwama chomumhan'ari chakanga chine $400.
The case was referred to the Criminal Investigations Department, CID, for further investigations.
We were handed over an accused person of unlawful entry into premises and theft cases by name Aaron Francisco Chibanda. I personally happen to know the accused person from Ugweru, where he was once arrested around 2013. Also, one of my members knew the accused person as backdated as 2005 when he once arrested him on the same offenses and he took him to court. The accused person revealed that he is the one who has been terrorizing our area of policing since May 2018 when he was released from prison through amnesty. The accused person led detectives to Chitungwiza area where 13 plasma televisions were recovered. Among the 13 television plasmas, 6 of them have since been positively identified by complainants. Unfortunately, some of the cases have not yet been reported. Therefore, I urge members of the public to report their cases at the earliest opportunity. The accused person is linked to 13 cases of unlawful entry into premises and theft. He has been taken to court. More recoveries are yet to be made.
I'm calling upon the community to embrace technology. In this case, our arrest was very much assisted through the track system, the GPS track system. I want to urge other community members to secure their gadgets using these track systems, especially gadgets like laptops, gadgets like phones, televisions. I also want to again call for the participation of the community. The community is the backbone of our policy. At the same note, we are inviting the community members to join our NWC's neighborhood watch committees to help forge a common front against the criminals.
Similarly, ZRP Queen's Park, who recently arrested a syndicate of criminals for unlawful entry and theft cases, have once again arrested another syndicate of criminals for unlawful entry and theft cases which have been occurring in Mahachula in Bulawayo.
Through investigations and the help from the community, we managed to crack the syndicate which linked us to a group of youngsters that reside or come from Kilani squatter camp, who would come in by the night, break into houses and steal household property, electrical gadgets, as well as foodstuffs and clothing.
These keys were stolen from different houses in Mahachula, and they were using it to open other houses for unlawful entry. So they are duplicate keys for doors and gates. And also these are the keys. They are Fortuna keys. They stored them from another house in Mahachula whilst they get entrance into the house. So they were going back to get accommodation from the vehicles overnight.
The arrests have been attributed to various community policing initiatives and the input of members of the public in the recent past.
I'd like to appreciate the support that we now get from the community of Mahachula. After realizing that crime was on the rise in their area, they participated in the establishment or formation of a satellite police post, and this has seen a gradual decrease in crime in that area, as well as full participation by the members of the public in that regard.
The occurrence of murder cases in the country reveals that people no longer have respect for the sanctity of human life. These cases are occurring following petty disputes, beer drinks and domestic violence. Crime Watch spoke to Officer Commanding ZRP Midlands Province, Commissioner Moses Magandi, on murder cases occurring in the province.
We have situations where you will have brother killing a brother, or we have situations where a husband kills his wife over very trivial matters which would have happened within the family. Our appeal to members of the public is that when they have any disputes, they should, as much as possible, involve third parties so that they can have these issues resolved. One of our biggest concerns is to do with illegal miners. We have situations where we are having people getting killed in districts like Kwekwe Rural, Gweru Rural, and Jishalani. In most cases, they clash at business centers where they would have gone to spend the money. These illegal miners use dangerous weapons such as machetes, Columbia knives, and in some cases, short spears and knob carries. On our part as the police, we are carrying out operations in some of these affected areas. The officer commanding districts have effected prohibition orders to make sure that they account for people who will be walking around with these dangerous weapons. I'm happy to say that we have been able to arrest quite a number of accused persons who have been found with these dangerous weapons and taken them to court.
In another case, police in Bulawayo have arrested a female self-styled healer for murder after she gave a 4-year-old juvenile some herb concoction to drink so as to cure him. Sadly, the juvenile later died as a result of that concoction. As police, we encourage parents and guardians to safeguard their children and not expose them to dangerous medicines and concoctions from unregistered and unlicensed dealers. Another worrying trend is that of rape cases, which are being filed at various police stations despite our concerted efforts to conscientize people on this crime. In a case reported recently to the police, a man raped a Bulawayo-based teenage girl whom he had lured to Harare through Facebook on the pretext that he had found a job for her. The offense took place from December 2018 to February 2019. People should be careful of whom they interact with on social media, as some criminals are preying on their victims using various online platforms. In light of this, the Zimbabwe Republic Police is taking advantage of various platforms to speak against gender-based violence and rape. Recently, Commissioner Charity Charamba was in Bulawayo, where she spoke on these issues.
Matambudziko mazhinji atiri kuwana matambudziko ekubatwa chibharo kwevana. Tinokumbirisa chaizvo ezvino kubatwa chibharo kwevana kudhara zvaitwa nemabhinya musango, asi mazuva zvinoitika mudzimba. Ma-close relatives kudzidzisa kuraise awareness amongst ma-communities kuri very important. Uyezve kusarambidze vanhu kuripota. Kana munhu arepwa zviya zvokugara pasi muchiita dare mamatare angaitwe, but panenge parepwa mwana kana parepwa ani, izvozvo hazvibvumidzwe, munenge muchivharidzira mutemo.
That was Commissioner Charity Charamba speaking during the First Lady Amai Auxilia Mnangagwa's interface with the chief's wives in Bulawayo recently. On that note, we take a short break. Welcome to the second segment of Crime Watch, and thank you for staying with us. The porous Zimbabwe-Mozambique border has on many occasions been viewed as passage for criminal syndicates smuggling illicit goods to and from Zimbabwe. These and other issues were discussed at the 11th session of the Zimbabwe-Mozambique Joint Permanent Commission on Defense and Security. The interface was held at Rainbow Towers in Harare recently and was attended by all stakeholders who are involved in the border crimes, as well as other security forces from both countries.
It gives me great honor and privilege to share with you the situation brief on Zimbabwe as we meet as the Public Security Committee of the 11th session of the Zimbabwe-Mozambique Joint Permanent Commission on Defense and Security. Bilateral cooperation of this nature remains imperative in fighting transnational crimes and strengthening peace and security in our two countries. Drug trafficking continues to be a crime of concern. Both Zimbabwe and Mozambique continue to be used as transit routes for drug trafficking. There is need to heighten joint operations, information sharing, and close cooperation among law enforcement agencies, as these are indeed powerful tools for curbing this vice. Cases of stock theft remain worrisome. There is need for police authorities to increase vigilance by undertaking vigorous awareness campaigns, educating communities, especially those along the borderline, to brand their cattle. This enhances easy identification of stock when lost or stolen. It is gratifying to note that police provinces, districts and stations along the common boundary are vigorously pursuing constructive engagements through liaison meetings, joint operations and patrols.
Dogs have been said to be men's best and oldest friends, and to the police, they have been a vital cog in arresting and recovery of property and drugs. Through the community policing initiatives, dogs will now be used to attend scenes of crime, following the official opening of a state-of-the-art satellite canine unit at ZRP Hillside in Bulawayo. Officer commanding ZRP Bulawayo Province, Commissioner Bernard Lumbura, presided over the opening ceremony.
On behalf of the Commissioner General of Police, ZRP Bulawayo Province, and indeed on my behalf, I would like to thank Backforce for working closely with the police to bring canine services closer to the people. The construction of these kennels is highly commendable, and we expect the best from these dogs. I therefore implore the canine unit to put their shoulders on the wheel and be ready to implement all crime and detection activities in service of this cooperative community that we serve. I'm reliably informed that it is also in the back of plans to procure a pickup truck for use by Hillside Canine Unit. I therefore expect the Hillside Hillside and his staff to utilize these kennels and do other resources that you may have and make a positive impact in and around the community that you serve.
The kennels were presented to the police by the Backforce chairperson.
One of the challenges we found, Chief, was a delay in dogs arriving on the scenes with the location of Hillside. And with Hillside having an area shift of about 460 square kilometers, if I'm not mistaken, it was such a big area shift. And we sat down as a district and decided to create the first Loy Suburban District, if not the first in Zimbabwe of its type, kennels at Hillside, which is our largest station, being Hillside. And with hard work, the building was erected. Chef, the program went through such a juncture that even specialized police dogs were imported, which are not here today, but they have been imported from overseas. So that was part of the birth of this project, Chef. And with the community here present, today, Chef, we are proud to hand over to you, sir, these wonderful kennels that you see before you.
These are the fruits of community policing initiatives, and you can also take part. We take a short break. Join us shortly. Welcome to the third and final segment of Crime Watch, and thank you for staying with us. The ZRP is concerned with crimes which are being committed using unregistered motor vehicles. Since January 2019, we have recorded 51 robbery cases, 12 fatal hit-and-run accidents, and 10 other cases such as murder, kidnapping, and rape. It is an offense under the Vehicle Registration and Licensing Act to fail to register a motor vehicle or to fail to display a registration number or mark. As the Zimbabwe Republic Police, we are conducting an operation meant to clear our roads of such motor vehicles, and we urge all motorists to comply with the police officers. We also urge you to report such motor vehicles to any nearest police station so as to aid your police in apprehending such criminals. The ZRP Client Service Charter is aimed at informing members of the public of the minimum level of service they should expect from the police. Harare Suburban District, which covers Avondale, Borodale, Highlands, Ruwa, Rhodesville, Mavuku, Marlborough and Meborane, held such a campaign in Heathcliff, Harare.
I am deeply humbled and feel honored to address you on this very important occasion, where we have gathered to rekindle our existing good relationship through this timely service charter reinvigoration. The Zimbabwe Republic Police has an open door policy and welcomes the public participation in policing. Such a platform encourages the mutual exchange of ideas, the chief aim being that of facilitating a crime-free society. Fighting crime and reducing road traffic accidents remain the core business of the Zimbabwe Republic Police. I would like to promise you that our police will strive to be the best in everything we do. While crime knows no boundaries, may I urge you all to come together with our local police as one people. Put your resources together, expose crimes and criminals in your communities, and ensure all criminals are brought to book. Remember, crime does not pay. It is our promise that as we discharge our duties, we shall remain committed, exhibit utmost dedication, and quickly act on information we get from you. The duty to fight crime begins with you. It begins with me. Begins with all of us.
For members of the public, this interface provided an opportunity for them to air their views on policing issues.
Tikufara nechidzidzo chataona kubva kune vanhu vemutemo mapurisa kuti vanokwanisa kunge vachiasosiyetiwo nesu sevanhu vanogara munharaunda. Tafara kuti vatipa mukana. Dzimweni dzenguva tinotombotya kunoripota macases atinosangana nawo within the community. Patiko zvichapiwa mukana ukuthi at least ukaona chinhu chaunenge watadziwa kana mhosva yaparwa yafuri kuenda kunoripota nevemutemo.
Satinofara nekuti takwanisa kusununguka nekudzidziswa kuti titaure zvatinenge zviri pamwoyo pedu kumapurisa ivo vachizotambira zvakanaka vachiteererawo zvichemo zvedu.
Toda police post muno kuti iuyewo tibhota titi manharawo zvinenge zvatinetsawo padhuze kana zvichizosvikawo kumberi ukoko zvine vari muno vanenge vambotibatsirawo.
Members of various community policing initiatives are pledging to stand by the police in their endeavor to fight crime.
We are happy we have managed to host this event, a very important in our calendar, an event that we hope can recommit and give the public the confidence that the police is rebranding and they are willing to come to the public with a reinvigorated mindset and a reinvigorated objective in terms of fighting crime.
The Zimbabwe Republic Police is a people's police service with the primary responsibility of creating a peaceful and crime-free environment for all citizens to go about their social and economic activities. As we strive to maintain law and order, we value your support as it always comes in handy in accounting for criminals. If there is anything that you feel may interest the police, please do contact us on the details appearing on your screen. From me, Tendekai Dandarasi, and the crew behind the scenes, pleasant viewing.